Our metro area is filled with Arab Americans, as we say, and Jewish Americans who are watching this coverage in despair. And tonight, a prominent member of the Arab American community expressing his sadness at the situation. Gaza is filled with Palestinians who, he says, have been suffering for years, while Israelis deal with the pain and torture of war on the streets they call home. Sitting in his office 9,000 miles away, Osama Siblani, editor of the Arab American News, with some perspective about the war in Gaza.
Gaza is only 365 square kilometers, which is the size of Detroit.
A disputed territory, Gaza is a hotbed of turmoil between Israelis and Palestinians. The Palestinian people there have been through 5 wars in the last 15 years with Israel, which controls the region now, and what comes in and out of it. Siblani says that's where the fight lies.
Therefore, it's under siege, and they cannot get a drop of water or a needle without the approval of the Israelis. And therefore, they have been under the control of the Israelis, even though Israel left Gaza 20 years ago.
All of this was supposed to be resolved back in 1993 when Palestinian leadership and Israeli leadership met at the White House and signed an agreement that was supposed to create a Palestinian state alongside Israel. In exchange, Palestine was supposed to recognize Israel as a state as well. But that accord, known as the Oslo Accord, never really took. The region has been mired in war since. Hamas, which the United States recognizes as a terror group, bubbled up from the lack of progress.
Every time you have a problem that is not addressed properly, organizations or individuals comes in with radical solutions. Yes, Hamas is radically approaching the situation, but that's a result of oppression for a long period of time. So Hamas wants Palestinians to be independent.
Siblani says Palestinians have been fighting occupation. He's making it very clear, though, civilians being tortured and killed, kidnapped, kept from basic necessities on both sides of this conflict. It's wrong, plain and simple.
It's unfortunate. No one condone the killing of civilians, whether they're Israelis or Palestinian. But the fact is, if we do not address the core issue, which is occupation that happened 75 years ago, we're not going to be able to resolve this issue. It's going to happen again and again, and more casualties and more civilians and instability in the region.
As for Metro Detroit, known as a mosaic of Jewish and Arab Americans living in the same region in peace, Siblani says love needs to permeate between the two groups here, even as war rages on there.
We don't have any problem in Detroit between the Israelis and between the Jews and the Arabs. No, we don't have any problem. I think, we live in a free country, and everyone has his opinion. But I have friends in the Jewish community that I love, and this is not going to happen. It's not going to do anything between me and them other than just working with each other, probably harder and better.